Hi, everyone. This is Jess James, and this is the Resilient and Rowdy podcast. What's up? I know you miss me. um, First and foremost, shout out to Spotify. Y'all gave the podcast early access to video for some reason. So, what's up? It's a Jess James experience. We're on Joe Rogan status, y'all. Suck my. Anyways, and secondly, if you're here, you probably know by now. Long story short, I made a stupid TikTok. It went viral. Now all of China knows I have childhood trauma. And it's fine because we're healing. So, yeah, what of it? Okay. Hot girls have trauma. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. I've been dreading this episode and I've recorded this over 20 times, guys. I'm going to try my best because, I'm still in the midst of it, but I'm finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And I don't know, I guess it could be common knowledge, whatever, but just, I'm going to share it. So here we are. Long story short, you can run from your demons. You can run from your shit, but you carry it with you everywhere you go. So I've been back and forth from Colorado to Georgia and I'm just like, okay, what do I do? And, I think I just need to keep moving forward. And with that, unfortunately, it means being present. By being present, I need to have some sort of level of acceptance and peace and let go in order to be present. Bear with me. So moving back to Georgia from Colorado, I finally faced some things that I thought I had worked on, but really it was really like surface level working on things. So I'm finally putting an end to a lot of toxic cycles, whether it's myself or others. So I've noticed it's really hard, but you just got to show up. You got to be honest and you got to like strip your ego. You got to leave it at the door because it's the ego, I think, that really will hold you back. You're either going to like dismiss your trauma, the abuse, your wrongdoings, other people's wrongdoings, or you're going to shame yourself and be like, "Oh, you deserved it, XYZ." Like, there's that phenomenon where like if you plant something and you grow a plant and you verbally express gratitude and beautiful affirmations to it, that the plant will thrive. And then if you speak to another plant and verbally degrade it and abuse it, it's not going to bloom and flourish as well as the other. So that should kind of dictate how you talk to yourself, how you show up, how you talk about your experiences, your traumas, your difficulties, your endeavors. And again, just like changing that narrative can be really scary because you think, oh, well, I don't want to be, I want to be so conceited, or I don't want to dismiss some things. But if you're approaching things honestly, then you're already there. A certain level of honesty needs to be there in order to accept and move on and let go of certain things. So if you dismiss it, you'll notice. And if you diminish it, you'll notice. So using logic when, of course, emotions are all over the place is really difficult, but I think that's the beauty of it. So me moving back to Georgia and thinking that, oh shit, this is stuff that I thought I dealt with 10 years ago. Yeah, to my poor little 18-year-old brain that could hardly grasp a majority of things. So like, I'm giving her some credit, but also like, girl, all right, this is where the anger comes from, fuck. So just if you show up honestly, if you do the work, you will fully embrace all of the levels of healing. It's when you're not honest with yourself and others where you get stuck. And if you have a support group, if you're in a relationship where you are, bless you, where you are safe and you are welcome to bloom and grow and, and go through it, you got to communicate with your partner, like include them in it. Just like you can't just do the healing journey all on your own. Even if you're single, you got to communicate with your friends and your family and all that. They're probably thinking that you're like hanging somewhere, and you're over here just, having an existential crisis. So you play a role in it as well, and that's a really difficult thing for a lot of folks to sit with and accept. So, for example, for me, I can't sit here and complain about toxic female relationships when I had people pleasing tendencies and I wouldn't speak up. And then I would hurt because the friendship wouldn't go well, or it would crumble, or we would have struggles. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not even showing up honestly in this friendship. So of course it's not going to like progress and bloom, and we're not both not going to grow. So admitting that you play a role in your daily life, your actions, the quality of your life, it does sound kind of shitty when you're really going through it, but you have to give yourself a fighting chance. And that's what I wasn't doing for a while. Is I wasn't fighting for myself. I was just getting by. I get it, you got to take it day by day, but long story short, I spaced out for 2 years. My dog has like more white hair on his face, and I'm just like freaking the fuck out. So I'm just like, bro, I really need to let this go so I can be present, enjoy the present, and enjoy the good people that are around me. But I'm still hung up on the past. So that's why I'm doing this healing episode. I also asked you guys on Twitter, and like, I mean, I guess y'all want the healing too. So, I mean, that's where good change is. And that's what I really love, is that we're making waves because I'm changing myself. You're working on yourself. You're changing yourself. And when you have a community of good catalysts for change, then it's like we're finally making waves. So I hope that with the healing journey, it also like it will have a wave effect, but baby steps, bro. Baby steps. um So I do mention a lot of like acceptance, but with that also comes like learning and unlearning things. Um, and then afterwards, once you kind of get comfy with that, you release and you let go. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not allowed to hurt. Some days you're gonna still be hung up on it. Some days you're gonna like just be like numb to it. Just embrace that healing isn't always gonna be just like, a straight shot. It's gonna have its ups and downs. And that's the beauty of being human, is like, we try to just think that it's always going to be happiness and rainbows and sunshines and butterflies and what have you. But, yin and yang, mother. So just, it's a bad day, not a bad life. And when we let go, we welcome new beginnings. So for me, I've made a rule. I do not date military men or women. Sorry, not sorry. I have to cut that cycle. If someone new comes along and is willing to acknowledge that, they have things that they got to work on, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just not a good dynamic, bro. But letting go of that trauma will bring the right people along. And it's been great. So I'm not necessarily forcing things, but it is just good to see that there are men and women out there working on themselves just like I am, and wanting to show up better in their life, their relationships, their job, and like, anything else. Like when you heal from within, I think the ripple effect will come with. And I think that's kind of all I want to touch on with healing. I could go in further and it just gets like really messy. But show up honestly, do the work, release, let go, and you can welcome new things. Now you just got all this like pocket of knowledge. A lot of people have, habitual and cyclical behavior. So I really like incorporating psychology into that. So it's like once you understand psychology and behavior and habit, and so it's a choice. So some people choose the easy route, and it's exhausting. It's gonna take work, and some days you're just gonna want to stay in bed. But you're doing it. And you're looking sexy doing it, okay? Hot girls break generational trauma. But yeah, so that's healing. That's me. It's good to see you guys. It's good to, I don't know, at least attempt podcasting. I was really burnt out for a while, but I missed you guys and y'all want to hear it. You want that good. So I got you, BB. I'll have the existential crisis for you. Crises. Oh, shit. Anyways, stay humble. I'm turning 28 this year and I have like more gray hair on this side. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, bro. I really miss a lot of my friends that have passed away, but with this healing journey, it's like accepting that it's just a part of life, bro. Like, so I can honor them by incorporating all of those cool things that they stood for and loved, instead of just being hung up and sad on them passing. So I get the honor and the privilege of getting older that some of my friends did not. So I'm living for them. And I think that's all I can do, Memento mori, motherfuckers. Okay. That's it. That's the pod. Thank you, Spotify. If you know me in real life, no, you don't. Whatever. It's fine. Fucking China. All right. Anyways, like, review, subscribe, send it to your dad. Check out the Instagram. It's a hot mess. I'm making memes again. Y'all. Yeah, you better be afraid. Okay, bye.